Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, we finished off our closing argument. We have firmly proved that Celeste is the true killer. Celeste, sorry, you lose. There we go.
I lost?
Yeah, you did, girl.
I lost?
Oh shit, she's never lost, has she? I forgot about that. I remembered that she was the ultimate gambler, but isn't there a line that says she's never lost a bet? Oh.
When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
So she's going calmly into this. She's decided to be, classy. She's not gonna kick and scream. She's just gonna keep her cool. Okay, Celeste. Okay.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Fair.
Interesting.
Nice. A rank. And we got 100 Monokuma coins, lovely.
Okay, Monokuma. I'm ready to begin. Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote, okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, I have really enjoyed this case and trial. Without a doubt, the third case has been my absolute favorite so far. I'm actually kind of worried how they're gonna top this, because I'm pretty sure there are 5 or 6, somewhere around there, so I think there are still, 3 more murders to go, at least, assuming there aren't any more double murders. So, I'm like, are they gonna try and top this? Are they just kind of going, you know what, we peaked with the third one, we're just gonna go for, easy stuff now, by easy stuff, I mean, the third one, it was so complicated. There were so many moving parts. Are they gonna decrease that? Are they gonna increase that to try and make it more difficult? Because I worry if they try and go overboard, then it could create the problem of there are so many moving parts that, you can't see the wood through the trees, if you get what I'm saying. It just becomes completely incomprehensible, because Danganronpa, I've also been rather impressed with this. They're very good at dropping clues. I'm sorry I'm kind of going off on a little bit of a tangent, but I do want to speak about this. Danganronpa is extremely good at dropping clues if you know what to look for. It's not like, let's say, Sherlock Holmes. If you're looking for crime books to read, don't go for Sherlock Holmes. They're good, but they're overrated. Because, literally, it is, with Arthur Conan Doyle's stuff at least, It is literally impossible to guess who the killer is before Sherlock does. That was actually a method of his writing. He purposefully would leave clues out because Sherlock is the smartest man in the room. If the audience, if the reader can figure out who done it before Sherlock can, then Sherlock's not the smartest person in the room. So Arthur Conan Doyle would prevent that by leaving out clues so that when Sherlock has his grand reveal at the end, the audience is sat there going, wait, what? None of that was fucking mentioned. Literally, none of that was mentioned. I'll give you a very good example. Basically, I can't remember the name of this book, but basically a lady goes to Sherlock. My husband is missing. We got married a month ago and he went into work on Monday and now it's Friday and no one knows where he is and I'm a woman so I can't go to the bank where he works at and just ask them because, you know, God forbid, it's the Victorian times, I have no rights. But you can do it because you got a penis. So Sherlock's like, he goes to the bank. The bank manager says, oh, that guy, he was fired like 6 months ago. Why would he be coming to work here on Monday? That makes no sense. So they discover the route that this guy normally would take to go to the bank, and he passes through a very dodgy area of London. Lots of homeless people and gangs and stuff like that. And so Sherlock with his, his little street urchin gang, he goes to them and they say, oh, you should ask this old Glaswegian tramp. He's got a thick Glasgow accent, bright red hair, he's only got like one tooth, he's missing a leg, he's always on that street, and he never misses anything. However, he was recently arrested for vagrancy, so you're going to have to go to the jails. And when they get there, Watson sees this horrifically ugly old tramp and he's like, you killed the lady's husband, da-da-da-da-da. And Sherlock goes, hold up, Watson. Didn't you know that the husband was an actor before he was a bank person, and he specialized in makeup that made you appear old and, you know, how to fake having one leg? This has never been mentioned before. Like, literally, Sherlock saying it is the first time it's brought up in the plot, and Sherlock throws a bucket of water on the homeless guy, and it's the lady's husband. He got fired from the bank and he realized he could make more money as a professional homeless person who was rather eye-catching than he could as a bank clerk. And it's, as I said, it's completely impossible to solve the mystery. I don't like that kind of writing. I like writing where they drop the clues and the reader or player can figure shit out, and Danganronpa has been extremely good about that. Danganronpa, at no point have I felt like, well, this is being pulled out of thin air. The game is pulling this out of its arse. Like, there are some reveals, like Mondo's backstory, that wasn't dropped, you know, it wasn't hinted at, but it didn't feel like, you know, like, oh, it was integral to the mystery and you could never figure it out without that note. Like, I figured out what happened, didn't understand the why it happened until the reveal, but like I could figure out what happened, and I've really enjoyed that. So I really hope they don't start doing a Conan Doyle and leaving shit out. Okay, sorry, back to the game now. It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you're totally correct. The blackened this time. The true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was... Ta-da! Celestia Ludenberg, or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro!
Honestly.
Oh, bugger, I don't know if I should be going for her French accent or her American. I mean, she's given up, so I think her American... Oh, I'm gonna miss doing the French accent. I liked that one. I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's ineptitude was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So, you really did approach Hifumi with this plan? But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would have happily agreed to commit murder. Titties? I'm sure she relied on her speciality. Lying. My speciality? Don't make me laugh. I didn't have to lie to get him to agree. It was titties. It was titties.
So then...
Then, did you use... You know. I knew you'd figure it out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice.
Indeed.
I used her. Okay. So, did you actually steal Alter Ego? Oh, shit! For everyone who's still left, I'll avoid mentioning it by name, but... It was the one thing that Taka and Hifumi were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about Alter Ego?
Say what?
What? What? What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt. We're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop. As usual. How sad.
In other words...
Then you're the one that stole it?
Indeed.
That's right. Damn, okay. I'm not completely surprised. I did say that I thought Celeste could have done it. Because, you know, Celeste, she was conniving. She's sneaky.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Right again. Last night, after we had our meeting about how it had disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. What are you doing here?
Actually,
Oh yes, more French accent! I was hoping I could talk to you. Alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it.
What?
What?
are you okay with this?
It was Taka. He stole it. What?
So then,
And I have proof. Would you like to see it? As it turned out, I'd found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So it was him! But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her! You are correct. Which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What? So many what? Hifumi, you need to stop saying what. Get some new dialogue, buddy, please.
as for me,
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh,
He did?
as for me,
Oh my god! Celeste, no! Part of me wants to laugh, not because I find this funny, but because this. See, it's all going to pot now. I don't find this funny. I find it shocking. I'm legitimately shocked. Oh, but Celeste, no! You can't make those kinds of accusations! Girl, no! Okay, calm down. Calm down, Callista. It's fine. It's not fine. Oh, God. Okay. He came to my room last night unannounced. And then... It's hard for me to even say. Oh, she's actually going there! Oh my... He abused me.
what?
What? my god! Girl! What were you thinking? Okay. And he took pictures. He said if I did not do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime! An absolute crime! I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but...
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far! It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. Celeste, you crazy! Celeste, you a crazy hoe! I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life!
Completely unforgivable!
I'm going to kill him! I'm going to fucking kill him!
Most unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you will be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
Taka is planning to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka is going to try to kill you. Got even more whats and screaming. Why, Hifumi? What?
indeed.
And also he can keep her to himself.
This is unforgivable!
That bastard!
Completely unforgivable!
Bastard, 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 bastard!
Honestly,
Can we allow him continue with these barbaric acts? Absolutely not! How could I? She...
I swear I will save her!
I have to save her!
actually,
Then, would you like to join with me? It just so happens I have come up with a plan. Huh? I have devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Hifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love. Even a love as twisted as that can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that. But it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But
So, why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Celeste! Oh my god, I feel kinda guilty right now because I'm disgusted by what Celeste has done. I'm disgusted and horrified by the accusations she'd make towards Taka. One, because Taka was a good boy, but also because those kinds of accusations, they can wreck people's lives. Like, this might sound weird, I'd be less disgusted if she just straight up killed Taka. Like, she just shanked him. Because here's the thing, if you kill someone, they're dead, but they can't suffer anymore. Their family will suffer, their friends will suffer, but the actual individual will not suffer. I'm not saying that like it makes it better or anything. I'm just, like, I'm thinking about this from a purely logical, non-emotive standpoint, okay? If you make, abuse accusations, not only will the person's friends and families be, horrifically altered, that person is going to suffer for God knows how long. If they try to restart their life, like they get a new job or something, their new employer Googles their name and boom, those allegations are right there. Those allegations are life-altering. And I'm completely disgusted by what she's done. But I don't hate Celeste. And I feel like I should. That's why I feel guilty. I'm like, I guess it's because I didn't expect anything good from Celeste. I like Celeste. I like her as a character, but at the same time, I'm like, she's sneaky, she's conniving, she's underhanded. I don't expect her to be a bastion of morality. Like, if Taka made these accusations, I think I would hate him because I'm like, you were the ultimate moral compass. I expected only good things from you, and here you are being an absolute scumbag. I kind of expect Celeste to be an absolute scumbag, so I'm like, you're just maintaining my expectations. I think that's why I go so hard on Kyoko. Because Kyoko was, at the beginning of the game, Kyoko was in my top 3 favorite characters. My favorite was Chihiro, then Sakura, then Kyoko. And for the first case, and the beginning of the second case, that list held true. She was my 3rd favorite character. And then she did what she did to Chihiro's body. And I was like, that was completely unnecessary. Like, If I had been Kyoko in that situation, I would have just said Chihiro was biologically male. Would the other students have believed me? No. No, they absolutely wouldn't. I'm not saying that the students would have just believed her because she said it, but if I was in that position, I would have then said, listen, our e-handbooks clearly have a biological gender assigned to them because we can use them to gain access to certain gendered rooms. Monokuma, what was Chihiro's biological gender on their e-handbook? And if at that point Monokuma said, I don't want to tell you because I'm a dickhead, at that point I would have said, okay, me and maybe 2 or 3 other people are going to go up to Chihiro's corpse and I'm going to show you. Because at that stage, Kyoko would have tried to, I guess, leave Chihiro with some decency by just bringing everyone and immediately going, look at their genitals. Like, Chihiro deserves their privacy. Yes, they're dead, but they still deserve to be treated with decency. And Kyoko didn't do that. By just being like, let me show you the answer. I'm like, that was a scumbag thing to do. As I said, just bring 2 or 3 people who can then all be like, yup, that's a penis. And then they can confirm to the other students. Like, I do feel guilty about this. I'm like, I go so hard on Kyoko, but I'm not going hard on Celeste. Again, I didn't expect things from Celeste. I had very low, my bar for Celeste was low, so I'm like, it's on the floor, anything you do at this stage is going above and beyond it. Oh God, Celeste. Celeste, why? Because you're stupid. That's it.
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. Damn! I feel like I could cry.
Well,
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that? Assuming you had actually let him live. Sakura can ask her own questions, dickhead.
Are you okay with this?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded. He was on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. And he really believed that? Well, of course, that wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie to the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi ate it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
So you had planned to kill him all along? But of course. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can human life mean so little to you?
Well,
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya!
I wonder about that.
No, he derives his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Then, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. From the moment our new life here began, my only thought has been escape.
But
But all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here. That was a lie, hero. And a very clever one at that, make Monokuma think, oh yeah, I'm just a good little student, you don't really need to look at me, I'm just living my life while secretly plotting. You're not being obvious about it. Monokuma is clearly going to keep an eye on the obvious troublemakers. Okay, yeah.
You little bitch!
Obviously, that was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you want to know why, huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world of gambling, I risked my life to make a metaphorical killing.
As for me,
And it was all for that dream. And what was this dream of yours?
isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. Oh, okay. I mean, there are a shit ton of castles in Europe. I mean, you throw a rock, it's probably gonna hit a castle, but that seems kind of weird, Celeste. A castle? Oh my god. Oh my... I can't be mad at this. This is the most Celeste thing I have ever seen. And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers/bodyguards. my god. That's amazing! That's amazing! I was going to make them dress up like vampires and satisfy my every need. Once I obtained that, I would have created a perfectly aesthetic world of decadence.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Again, This is incredibly vapid. Incredibly so. But she also admits that. And again, I can't... Celeste kind of has this air of like, yeah, I'm an asshole. But I know I'm an asshole. I don't care about morality. I just want to win. So I'm gonna be a giant douchebag. And maybe that affects my perception of her. Like, she realizes that she's a shitty person. Like, deep down, she realizes I am a trash person. Whereas Kyoko, again, she does these things, and it's like, I'm doing it for the greater good, so that makes it okay. I'm like, no. No, it does not. You can't. Intentions are irrelevant, to me at least. Personally, when it comes to a character, their intentions are irrelevant. It's their actions, and I guess to a certain degree how they perceive themselves. Kyoko clearly views herself as a good or at least moral person, yet she is very, very rude. Celeste behaves like an absolute dickwad, but she also is like, I am a total dickwad. So I'm like, okay, I really feel like I should hate her more than I do. I'm conflicted about that, but it's all good. That's what life is about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but...
There is nothing to be done.
Unfortunately, my dream has been scattered to the wind. And you know what? I am going to leave this episode off right here. In the next one, Celeste faces execution. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below. And if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.